Alright, so I've been getting a lot more requests to make more drug videos. It really wasn't the intention that I was going for with this channel. It's supposed to be more about Satanism and stuff like that. But it seems like a lot of people want to hear about the drugs, experiences of drugs, my opinion on drugs, and so forth. So I'm going to make one more just to kind of sum it all up, because I really don't have a lot to say about it anymore. I really don't do drugs that frequently anymore. I'm not going to say that I don't dabble, but it's just not really part of my life. I mean, I've got old war stories that I could tell you, blah blah blah, but that's just really not. I don't really want to spend my time on YouTube, talking about my drug-induced days or my bad experiences or good experiences. But I will tell you this: like, basically, I've done every drug, and I'm basing this video, and I'm going to lay this video out based on the types of questions that I'm getting. So the first one is usually like, what kind of drugs have you done? I've done every drug, known street drug, many pharmaceuticals, with the exception of peyote. That's the only drug that I've never tried, and simply because I've never come across it. I would love to try it. That's like the only one left that I haven't tried. Out of all the drugs I've tried, I prefer the hallucinogens the best, and then the amphetamines, the cocaine, the old school crank, stuff like that, which I don't do anymore. Occasionally I'll do cocaine, like if I'm at a bar and I'm drinking. Cocaine's a very popular bar drug, if people are drinking and somebody offers me a line, I might do it, but I don't go out and look for it anymore. The meth, the crank, I don't do anymore. I stay away from that. Bad news. Heroin, never liked it. I've never done any drugs intravenously, which is probably why I'm still alive. I'm afraid of needles. I don't like needles, so I've done heroin, but I've smoked it. So, but any opiates, heroin, even pills like Oxycontin, Percocets, Darvocets, make me sick. They make me sick, they make me itch. And I've seen a couple of my good friends die, with heroin problems, so I've just never, I tried it a few times, never saw the infatuation, just got sick and itched, threw up, that's about it. My drug of choice when I was a teenager was weed and acid or shrooms, but weed was the main one. And what's weird though is the weed that was around 15 years ago is not the same weed that's around today. It was like weak sauce. Even by today's standards, like what people would consider commercial weed, that would be like dank, chronic, back in the day. And so the shit that they sell today is like times 10 what it was 15 years ago. So, well, there's also that, and I don't have a tolerance because I don't smoke weed on a regular basis anymore. Like I used to, when I was a teenager. Fuck, even when I went to high school, from about the age of 14 or 15, wake up, take a couple bong loads, take some weed with me. That was like at fucking 7 a.m. Get on the school bus, in between classes, take a couple hits. Lunch break, take a couple hits. After school, take a couple hits. I mean, I could sit there and smoke a joint like it was a cigarette. And if I did that today, it would probably kill me. So like today, I take like 1 or 2 hits. Well, 2 or 3 hits, and I'm fucking stoned. If I go anything past that, I'm like too high. How when you're too high, you gotta sit by yourself in the corner and you like get paranoid and fuck that shit. I just don't fuck with it. But I don't know. The only thing I really do nowadays on a regular basis is drink. So that's pretty much it. So I mean, I had some good experiences. It's a bad experience. Overall, I would say, to probably, experiment with drugs. Just realize that, a lot of them are habit forming and addiction, or addictive, and be prepared for some certain consequences if you abuse them on a regular basis. I think there's nothing wrong with getting high here and there. And I don't think that weed should be considered a drug. There are a lot more functional pot smokers than there are alcoholics. But any other drug than weed, even the hallucinogens that they say have no harmful side effects, if you use them regularly and abuse them regularly, they do have harmful side effects. So just be aware of that. And I would personally, stay away from the powders. Although they're a great drug and they're very fun, the cocaine, the meth, crank, whatever, I would stay away from those. And the pills are nice, but they're definitely a habit forming. Not so much. Well, yeah, I was gonna differentiate between a couple, but nah, they're all pretty much habit forming if you use them regularly. So that's it. This is gonna be my last drug video. I really don't have much to say else about it. If I get fucked up and like decide to eat a handful of mushrooms, maybe I'll make a video about it. But until then, I'm pretty cool. I just pretty much just answered everybody's question across the board. And so now when people ask about drugs, I'm just going to cut and paste this video. There you go.